Hey guys, this is Elias with Softly, and in this video I'm going to show you how to export metabox custom fields to Google Sheets using Zapier and WPL export. Now to get started, we need to select the post type we want to export, and today we have these restaurants and we have 1200 of them. So let me select that from this pull down. Alright. And we have 1200 restaurants here too, which means that WPL export is correctly detecting all of the restaurants in our site. So let's click on the Customize Export File button. And here we have our export template. Now, as you can see, out of the box, we have ID, title, and content. And these elements are going to be the columns in our file. Let me preview so you can see it. Right? ID, title, content. And all of these rows are going to be the different restaurants. So if we, for example, copy this name and go here and look for that restaurant, we're going to find it here. All right. And as you can see, this description is the same as this one. So this is looking good. Now, guys, we don't need the ID for this example. So I'm going to get rid of that. And you will find the metabox custom fields you want to export here in this right panel. Now you will need for this the metabox export add-on, and this will allow you to see all of these fields in this way. Now if I zoom in real quick here, you will see that we have two kinds of elements. The first one is the actual field group, right? So inside of that field group are going to be all of the different fields we created using metabox. Now you can drag and drop one by one all of these fields, and if you preview, you will see the data taking shape here, right? Now, in this example, we're just going to drag and drop the whole group like so, and all of the fields are going to be added automatically to our export template. Now, let me preview again. All right, and as you can see, we have all of our data here. So this is pretty cool, right? Now, guys, we have other videos where we dive a lot more into details about how to set an export from scratch and the different kinds of things you can do with WPL export in all of these fields, like building custom export fields, or I don't know, maybe running custom PHP functions, or I don't know, guys, there are a lot of things you can do here. But again, you can check out the other videos in our channel or check out our website at wplimport.com if you want to know more about that. For now, let's just focus on how to get all of this data to Google Sheets using Zapier. Now, you can see we have here this Google Sheets file, and it doesn't have anything there. So since we're done here, all of this is looking good just as it is. I'm going to click on this Continue button. All right. Now here you can see these scheduling options, and this is pretty neat for when you need to run this export automatically on a schedule, right? So maybe you need to run this every single day, or perhaps you need to run this once a week, and you don't want to do all of this process manually, because although WPL export makes it very simple, maybe you just don't want to, right? Well, you can use the automatic scheduling service, and this is a paid service, guys. But it's pretty cool because it will allow you to set up the schedule right here in the WordPress UI. Just select the days you want to run this export on, right? So if you wanted to run every single day, you can select all of these days, and you need to select a time. So let's select 12 a.m. and you can even select multiple times. For example, let's select 9 p.m. too, and I don't know, 6 a.m. Right? So WPL export will run on the schedule on all of these days. So that's cool. But if you don't want to subscribe to this, you can always use cron jobs, and cron jobs are free. They're just a little bit more technical, right? And here we have some documentation on how to do that. And we also have other videos, so be sure to check that out in our channel. For now, let's just choose the schedule, close this up. Now these other settings are pretty much self-explanatory, so if you read them, you will know what they do. But you can always hover on these question marks, and it will give you more details about what they do. Now, guys, if you still have some questions about this or any of the other previous or future steps here, you can always contact our support team, and we will be more than happy to help you out. For now, let's just confirm and run this. And this should be fairly quick because we don't have that much data to be exported. So let's just give it a few seconds while the WPL export process all of this and come back when it's ready. Alright guys, so WPL export is finished processing our data, and here you can download the CSV file, or you can download the bundle, which is basically a zip file with the CSV inside of it and other configuration data to be used with WPL import to migrate your data, right? Now here we have the scheduling options again, and here we have the external apps tab. Now here we have a video on how to integrate WPL export with Zapier, but we're gonna do that anyways in this video, so let's just continue. Let's click on this link, and this will take us to the WPL export and Zapier integration page, right? So here I'm gonna click on the Connect WPL Export Pro to over 6,000 apps button, all right? And this will basically auto create a SAP with WPL export already selected as the trigger. So let's click on that, and then we need to choose an event. Now our event today, it's gonna be new export file. So I'm gonna click on that, continue. And here we need to connect WPL export with Zapier. So let's click on the sign in button, and this will prompt us with this window. Now here we're gonna be asked for an API key and a website URL. So let's find that, right? Here on all export settings. And here is our Zapier integration API key. So let's copy that, go back here to this window and paste that. And for the website URL, we're just gonna use this one, right? So let's copy that and paste that here. Cool. Now let's get back to Zapier here, and there you go. Now let's click continue and test or trigger. All right, and here you can see that Zapier has pulled some information from our website. So here is the URL, the export ID, the export name, the file type, the post type to be exported, and lastly here we have other bunch of info and the export file. So all of this is looking great. So I'm gonna click on this button to continue with the selected record. And next we need to choose Google Drive to be our action. So let's do that. And for the event, I'm gonna choose replace a file, which is down here. Continue. And we need to sign in to Google Drive. So let's do that. Then you need to authorize this. All right. And continue. Then for the drive, I'm going to choose my Google Drive. For the folder, I don't have any custom folders inside of that, but you can choose one if you like. Now for the file to replace, I'm going to look for this metabox export file. So here it is. And now for this file, I'm going to choose export file, which is going to be coming from WPL export. Now convert to document, I'm going to say true. File name, I'm going to, well, you can use whatever name you want, but I'm going to choose metabox export because I want to keep the same name. So I'm going to do that. All right. And that's it. Now let's click continue and test our step. All right. Now all of this is ready. So these two green check marks mean that both the trigger and the action are working as expected. So this is looking good. I'm gonna name this app, well, I'm gonna name it Metabox Export 2. So, all right. Cool. Now let's publish this. Awesome. So now what we need to do is just test our integration. So let me go back here to manage export and run my export again. Now, same situation here, guys. This should be fairly quick, but we're just gonna pause the video here and let this run and come back when it's ready. All right, guys, so this is done, and WPL export is right now sending our data through Zapier to Google Sheets. And as you can see, all of our data is here, right? So we have all of our restaurants and all of their fields. So there you have it, guys. It's that easy to export Metabox custom fields to Google Sheets using Zapier and WPL export. Now, if you want to know more about how to import or export these kinds of data, or if maybe you're using Jet Engine or ACF to handle your custom fields and post types, you can do that with WPL Import and WPL Export too. Just check out the other videos in our channel and our website at wplimport.com. For now, thank you for watching and see you next time.